is Sergeant First Class Michael Kramer. I am from Germantown, Maryland, and I'm a member of the United States Army Band, Pershing Zone. My ensemble is the U.S. Army Blues, and I play guitar. And today I'd like to do a video for you all on transcription methods. I hope you enjoy. So the first transcription method I'd like to talk about is transcribing without your instrument and not notating until the very end. So just singing the solo. And there's no need to worry about sounding like a great singer here. Just try to focus on the interval relationships, going line by line, phrase by phrase, and imagining how that is all working and fitting together with the tonal center of the song. So it's great to start here with some simple melodic players. Once you've explored those players, you can move on to some more advanced yet melodic players. The second transcription method is very similar, except this time you actually add your instrument into the mix. So again, you're going phrase by phrase and you have your instrument there, and you're gradually building the solo until you get to the end. And the advantages of this method versus the last method are that you actually are dealing with the mechanics of your instrument immediately in addition to your ear. So your ears and your hands are being trained together. And with both of these previous methods, no instrument and instrument, you notate the solo for posterity only after you've transcribed the whole thing. So the third method that I'd like to talk about is actually notating the entire solo before you learn a single note of it. Typically, what I would do when I do this is I first grab the rhythms of a phrase and then go back and fill in the notes. So then you write out the whole solo, or at least the whole section of the phrase that you're interested in, and then you learn the solo. It's important to also always have like this idea of analysis stirring in the background. Again, these are methods to study. It's very important that you're considering the harmonies, the song forms, the style that the rhythm sections are playing in, and any other contextual considerations for the particular performance that you've transcribed. Even if you don't have a background in like traditional music schooling, it's important to still notate and analyze what you've transcribed. So there are like some examples of completely unschooled players. For my favorite example is Alan Holdsworth, and he actually had this like kind of his completely unique notation system, but it was completely systematic as well. It just didn't make sense to anybody but him. The last method for transcription is actually not really transcription at all. It comes out of picking a performance and first just listening to it, like let's just say arbitrarily 100 times, but listening to it deeply. And then once you've done that, pick up your instrument and play along with the recording like 100 times arbitrarily, but play along with it while listening deeply to that recording. And the most important part about this method is then, after you've done both of those things, to turn the record off and try to see if you can imitate the feeling and the style and the language of whatever player you're going after without actually having transcribed specific lines. That one might be my favorite, and I intend to work on it more. And also, it's the most advanced method of transcription.